Welcome to Rallyslide, a channel dedicated to the WRC. I'm Gal, a longtime fan of the sport, and today we will talk about the upcoming Monte Carlo Rally that starts this week. So these are the key points to look for in the first round of the championship. 1. Weather. The weather is the main key in the Monte Carlo Rally. As the weather changes from dry to wet and to ice and snow, and it can all happen in one stage. The crews will need to stay alert during the entire rally for any surprises, as every mistake can be costly in the strategy and the driving. Many drivers got caught over the years with the ever-changing grip as a result of the weather. For the rally, the weather appears to be relatively dry, but in the last few weeks it had been raining and snowing in the area, and it remains to be seen what will be during the rally. 2. Tires. The changeable weather brings with it the issue of choosing the correct tires. The drivers are also limited to just 28 tires through the entire rally, including the shakedown, and will have to make compromises. The choices will be between the dry tires, used for dry roads, the wet tires, used for wet parts, and the studded tires, which are used for the snow and icy parts. In Monte Carlo, at some point, everyone will be on the wrong tire at the same time, and it will be a question of who will have the best overall package for the event. Most of the rallies in Monte Carlo have been decided by the tire choices and by those who dare to gamble on unconventional strategies. For some, it will make the rally, for others, it will break it. Experience will play a big part in this area. 3. Road order. Although it's a tarmac rally, the road order in Monte Carlo will have a big role to play. In case of changeable weather, the drivers who will start behind will either have an advantage or suffer. If it will snow, the drivers at the front will be at a disadvantage, as they will pave the way for the other drivers who will know what's coming up. If it will be dry or only rain, the drivers who start at the back will lose time, as they will have a stage either with dirt on the corners or will endure worse wet conditions, and in some stages it will make a big difference, even if it will be a gap of 1 to 2 cars. 4. No midday service. For the second year running, there will be no midday service in the Monte Carlo Rally, and there will only be tire fitting zones. This means the drivers will have to stay with the same setup of a car for the entire day. That will result in the drivers having to adapt their driving style to the ever-changing conditions, and in Monte Carlo it's a very difficult challenge. Last year they have appeared to deal with it, but the weather was also stable. If there will be unpredictable conditions, it will make it a very difficult challenge. 5. Col de Turini. The most famous stage of the rally, the Col de Turini, will be run 3 times this year. The stage will be the opening stage of the rally, run at night on Thursday evening, and then again on Sunday, and will be the power stage and the final stage of the rally. This year the stage is relatively short to previous years, and will be just 15 kilometers long. Despite the shorter length of the stage, it will still have a hill climb of 1000 meters from the start to the finish, and the weather can be extremely different from the start to the end. However, this is one of the most popular stages of the event and the championship as one, and there are tens of thousands of spectators at the stage usually, and it may lead to the stage being cancelled. Do not be surprised if it will happen, and if it will, it can heavily affect some of the drivers who built their strategy for this stage. 6. The favorites. Last but not least, there are a few drivers who will be the favorites for this event. The first one is Sébastien Ogier. The 8-time Monte Carlo winner lost the win last year to Sébastien Loeb after being slowed down by a puncture on the penultimate stage, and also incurring a 10-second time penalty on the power stage for a jump start. This year, Loeb will not take part in the rally, and Ogier will be the driver with the most experience at the event, and he will come very hungry to win after the bad luck he had 12 months ago. The other driver is obviously Rovanperä. The world champion managed to progress a lot last year at the event, and after being 11th at the end of the first day, he finished 4th and won a few stages. However, he still appeared last year to lack some pace on tarmac, and it remains to be seen if he will manage to be on the pace of the leaders. Ott Tanak is driving last year's winning car, and he knows the car has the pace to win. He also has the experience, but the last 3 Monte Carlo rallies ended in retirements for him, and he may want to take a slightly easier approach with a new car to learn it for the rest of the season, and it seems unlikely he will challenge for the win. For the top spots though, he will have a chance. Thierry Neuville is the last favorite. Winning here in 2020, he has the pace to be competitive, and with the improved pace of the I-20 on tarmac, he will have a good chance of fighting for the win. As long as he will not make big mistakes, and the car will be competitive, there is no reason why he won't be fighting for the top spot. So who will come out on top at the first rally of 2023? All the questions will be answered this week, when the rally will begin on Thursday night with the famous Col de Turini. Like and subscribe for upcoming content. Stay tuned, and goodbye.